Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I will be reacting to Duo versus Alucard. Got no idea who any of these two fighters are, so I can't really make my prediction on who will win or say who will win. All I know is that they're both vampires, and that's all I need to know. Because I seriously don't know anything else. Without further ado, let's get on with this video right now. In my last video, I already said that I watched the Swordsman Free For All. So, yeah, but even though Trunks went anyway. I saw Trunks, so I automatically assumed Trunks would. Because mainly no one else can actually defeat. Okay, some people can actually keep up with Trunks, but no one can actually defeat him.
For centuries, humanity was obsessed over the myth of the bloodthirsty beast. Many poems, stories, and tellings of such a beast evolved into what we know now as the vampire. Two vampires of modern tellings include Dio Brando and Alucard.
Dio. Oh yeah, I was right. Dio.
Opposing goals, but today, as they intersect, only one can be victorious. Today, we rewind
this
Rumble.
Rumble. No, you should. No, animation rewind. If you do watch this video, you should say we should rewind
like
this
most
Rumble.
vampire stories, both Dio's and Alucard's begin many years ago. Alucard was born in the year 1431 and Dio was born in 1867. During his time as a human, Alucard, aka Vlad at the time, was Prince of Vlad in Romania.
Damn you,
as Prince,
Vlad.
it was his job to protect the lands. However, due to a dark childhood under captivity of Turkish rule, Vlad the Prince used his emotions to wage war against the Ottoman Empire. He lost that war, and his punishment for losing was execution. Before his imminent death, he drank from the blood of the battlefield and became a vampire. As a vampire, he went on a violent rage over many years until he was defeated and enslaved into the Helsing family. Under the wing of Helsing, Alucard was re-given a purpose. Instead of blind rages, he now fights for a cause. Dio Brando was born into poverty and abuse in England during the late 1800s. The abuse mainly came from his drunken father. Little did Dio know at the time, it was the misactions of his dad that gave him a shot at glory. For it was his father who discovered the wrecked carriage of the upper-class Joestar family. Dio's father saw this as an opportunity to rob the carriage, but the Joestars misinterpreted the robbery as an act of help. They were mistakenly thankful for this false act of help, so George Joestar promised to adopt Dio if something ever happened to his dad. The moment Dio knew of this, he figured a way to kill his father and enter the Joestar household. But his plans for riches didn't stop there. He tried to kill George himself to receive all the wealth. Jonathan Joestar discovered Dio's plot and tried to stop him. Dio figured he could no longer hide his sinister ways and revealed the stone mask. This relic found in the Joestar home had the ability to turn humans into vampires. Dio transformed himself, and lo and behold, his generation-aging rivalry with the Joestar family tree began from this point on. With origins out of the way, we can finally discuss the all-important abilities and stats. As vampires, they both have basic vampire-like abilities that include immunity to aging, enhanced physical limits, and a craving for blood. In terms of specifics, Alucard is one who wields many firearms, while Dio Brando prefers throwing knives. But throwing knives is just child's play for Dio. His most iconic choice of weaponry is a steamroller. Out of all the weapons in anime/manga weapon history, Dio's weapon of choice is a commercial construction steamroller. You might be laughing now, but these things can weigh up to 44,000 pounds or roughly 22 tons. Alucard can easily regenerate torn limbs, broken bones, and recover
no one
from
cares.
damage.
It's a badass weapon.
Into many forms, has access to variations of telekinesis and telepathy, and is extremely durable. When Alucard drinks his target's blood, he gains access to their abilities, memories, physical appearance, and soul. Dio can freeze targets to a touch, has SRS eye vision that can shoot laser-sharp pellets, can fly, and arguably his most useful are his stand powers. With Dio's stand powers, he can release and command a spirit guardian Barbarian. With his The World Stand, he could freeze time and pretty much cheat his way to a victory. Both these characters have impressive upgraded forms. Alucard has his level 0 state, which allows him to release many soldiers at once, giving him an army of familiars. Dio has his Heaven Ascension form and his Over Heaven form. With these forms,
Over the
he can
heavens.
access a slight tier of reality warping. He's not exactly an omni-god, but he does get access to stop time indefinitely as he pleases, as well as minor tampering with reality. As vampires who seek essentially opposite goals, if they ever do actually meet, there's a high chance that will be both the first and the last time they actually encounter each other, as one would reign supreme and the other would be defeated. And now, let's set ourselves a circumstance. This battle is going to take place within the realms of Egypt with no preparation. Both of these characters are very familiar with the entire globe, so location is likely to not play any factors at all, and without any preparation, they are set on equal playing fields in terms of mindset. With that circumstance bar finally loaded, it's time to rewind Rumble.
Ken. Sorry in advance.
貴様見ているなザワールド
Animation though.
とどめだここだ
Boy, the bullets. Boy, the bullets. Let the real fight begin. Boy, the bullets make it work! Shot through the head!
時を止まれ
The world.
そして時は来たオードローラーだ
Steamroller! Boy! Boy! Bye-bye. Is that it? What with the war? What with the 1,000 warriors?
I really hope you enjoyed that animation. Special thanks to Team Animation
was
Rewind
freaking
Animator Chaos.
fire.
You worked really hard on this thing, and if you enjoyed it, make sure you're subscribed
I
to this
can tell.
channel. We don't upload often, so you better subscribe. Also, special thanks to L-Swan62, Durple Purple, and BTL Video Productions for providing the stats and calculations in this post-analysis.
Hey,
if you want to check out another
Purple.
Dio fight, please watch Fatal Conflict Episode 2, Dio vs. Spawn, which can be seen on this channel. Stay tuned for the end of the video to find out who's next, and enjoy the post-analysis. The winner of this battle is Dio Brando, but this is no easy victory by any means. A true simulation between these two will last far longer, and the battle would be an extremely close call. If you want to compare stats, you can take a look at all four corners of the screen. I'm not going to break down something you can easily read. I will instead answer the two biggest questions when facing this debate. Question 1. What would it take for both of these guys to actually die? Question 2. What is the likelihood of either character achieving that point to their opponent? Let's break down question 1. What would it take to fully wipe out both Alucard and Dio? Alucard himself states in Hellsing Ultimate Episode 2 that there is no such thing as true immortality, so while he is immune to biological aging, he isn't omnipotent by any stretch of the imagination. Dio is in a similar position as well in these regards. He doesn't exactly physically age, but he is susceptible to pain and damage, hence why he tries to avoid getting attacked. But what would it actually take to fully kill off these guys? For Alucard, his greatest strength is his weakness, his level 0 form. What the fuck? In this form, he releases all of his captured souls as an army, but while in this state, he can't regenerate efficiently like a vampire, and he is far more susceptible to being damaged. While technically, if beaten in this form, he can still exist on some level of existing, but if someone does manage to get past his army and finish him off, his spirit won't be in the third dimension, aka the earth we live on anymore. Sure, he can eventually return, but dying and reviving shouldn't be fair game, considering we are trying to find out who wins in a fight as a better fighter, plus both characters have elements of revival and an afterlife in their universes, so it wouldn't be fair to consider entering the afterlife as a state of being alive. For Dio Brando, he would disintegrate if under prolonged exposure to sunlight, and if he runs out of blood, he would become very weak as he needs outer blood sources in order to regenerate faster and stay in top shape. He is also weak.
The freaking edge!
To ripple energy, which has similar atomic properties as sun rays. So now you know why both characters can be defeated. Now, which is more likely to happen? Is it more likely that Dio can get past Alucard's army and beat him in the zero form, or is it more likely that Dio is dumb enough to fight Alucard in sunlight or be attacked by ripple energy? Well, for starters, Alucard really doesn't have anything in his arsenal remotely close to ripple energy, and he wouldn't know that Dio is weak to sunlight. As the saying goes, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, so the likelihood of Dio staying in the same place for 12 hours to be damaged like sunlight is very unlikely. Of course, Dio won't know that Alucard's zero form is the best form to attack him in, but he will ultimately have to face Alucard in his zero form because Alucard will be pushed to that limit when facing someone as powerful as Dio. Little does Alucard know, Dio gets stronger when absorbing blood. His army in the zero form is nothing but mindless blood-filled zombies. This is absolutely the easiest army Dio can possibly face.
Yeah,
it's like asking Mario to face an army of one-up mushrooms. Why should Dio have any problem facing an army of blood-induced zombies? Dio can very easily freeze time, drink their blood, and go for broke onto Alucard. Of course, it's going to take much more than frozen time to stop Alucard, but we can't deny that the time stop ability is going to greatly help Dio in the long run. And to be fair to Team Alucard, is there a possibility that Alucard can beat Dio? The answer to that question is, of course there is. This is a very close call, considering how statistically similar both characters are. If they face each other multiple times, I can easily see some variations where Alucard wins and some variations where Dio wins. But in this variation, with these circumstances, I do believe that Dio deserves to win. Now, some might argue that Alucard's blessed silver bullets should impair Dio's regeneration, because it can do this to other vampires in the Hellsing universe. But Dio isn't a vampire from the Hellsing universe, nor is he weak to silver or blessings. In summary, Alucard's most powerful form is the level 0 form. He uses this form against enemies that are extremely tough. Dio Brando is tough enough to force Alucard to use his 0 form. Once in the 0 form, Dio can get to Alucard and beat him. The likelihood of Alucard getting Dio to be under sunlight is far more harder to achieve than Dio getting Alucard to reach his 0 form, making the winner of this Rumble, Dio Brando. Now, these two aren't the only vampires around. If you want to see a vampire free-for-all, all you have to do is like this video. If this video gets 8,000 likes,
that would be cool.
There will be a vampire free-for-all. Also, don't forget to comment down your own ideas for future Rewind Rumbles, and stay tuned as the next fighters are going to be revealed on the next episode of Rewind Rumble.
Okay, Mewtwo. Okay, Pokemon. Yeah, cards. Some Pokemon with one specifically. Don't tell me Pokemon versus Digimon. Of course, Pokemon, 100%. Pokemon versus Digimon. I am getting out. I am not doing that. No. No. They have a bracket. But now we're doing it. Why? Yeah, the mission rewind. Why? 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 You know, I'm out. I am out. Well, either way, I'm starting with Pokemon. 100%. 100% Pokemon. Did it make any of these? No, I didn't. No. No. Anyways, I cannot do it. Nope. But I am saying Pokemon. Hey, there's my thumbnail. But yeah, either way, I really got nothing else to say. Except follow me on my Discord if you want to hang out with me and stuff like that and get to know me. Without further ado, guys, please shoot that like button, phone, computer, tablet, wherever you watch that video. Shoot that like button, subscribe to my channel, comment down below what do you want me to react to, and I will do it whenever I get the chance. Without further ado, guys, peace out.